What's going on, Sabers? Welcome back to another episode on my survival Let's Play world, and, well, we're reaching for the sky in this episode. I've cleared out this whole space here, and frankly, it looks so much better already. Just thinking back when we had the library down there, or right in here, man, it was no bueno, not great. But, so today, you can kind of already see the ground working for a little bit in this circular formation around the outside. I want to build a tower, one that shoots up to the top with some windows on the top. Essentially, I want to poke through the side of the hill because the castle in quotations, because it's not much of a castle right now, but it's not just going to be underground the whole time, but it's actually going to come up above ground. Who would have thought, right? So that's the plan for today. So you can see this up here on the surface. This is kind of what the ring's going to be like as well. This is just more for me to help guide me, so I know where I want to place the blocks. Almost at it. But yeah, this is kind of the color palette that we're going to be working with. We're going to keep going with the deep slate bricks, and then we're also going to be working with the spruce logs. We're going to carry the spruce logs up, just like so. Let me think. Do I have any? Oh, I do have some basalt. Good. And then with basalt pillars kind of around the corners. So like one here, one there, and one there. And hopefully this should just make it look much more refined, because it hasn't been as of late. Yeah, it was just like a big cave. It's all starting to come together very slowly. Like the storage room is obviously looking very good. The trading hall is looking pretty good as well. I just need to touch up back here. But essentially just kind of making those steps towards really like refining it and having it all come together. It's taken a little bit longer. I've been a little bit slower at it than I think I would have liked to be. But, you know, that's okay. C'est la vie. Those sort of things happen. I'm still working out what I want to do for the floor. I think I want to put a carpet in, and I was thinking of doing quartz around the outside. Just have like a couple blocks of quartz. Might still do that. Might switch it up, something else. But yeah, that's kind of the initial plans for this episode. And if you are new here, if this is your first video, or if you've checked out a couple of them and you're not subscribed, yeah, feel free to click that subscribe button and join our little Sabers community. We're a good little group. We're growing slowly. But yeah, so we appreciate any help or support we could get. We'd appreciate any of your support as well. But with that being said, I don't want to do a time lapse. I want to try something new. Well, I don't know actually what you'd call it. Maybe it is a time lapse. A build montage. There you go. That's what it is, sort of thing. So yeah, that'll be kind of fun. I guess we'll jump into that and get at least a good section of this tower done. Alrighty, so here's what I've been working on. This is obviously from the outside. You kind of saw it from the inside, a couple screenshots and things. Maybe I'll go show you in a minute. I will. But I like it so far. I think it's a good height. Obviously, it goes down underground. And there's some things I want to do on the inside, so I don't want to make it too tall. Or else from the inside, it's just going to look huge. That's a better view right there. You can kind of see the top. It's like an arched dome. Yeah, that's a good word for it. And I want to do like glass ceilings, glass withins. But I'm going to need to get some sand for that. But I like the spikes on the sides and the, like, I don't know, designs down the side. They're like pillars or something like that. Let me come up here. Maybe I can show you what I'm looking at. Yeah, so this is down the middle, right? I do think that's a good height from down there. That'll be the floor coming up here. I want to do a chandelier in the middle, but again, I'm going to need to get some sand for glass, things like that. But so far, I like it a lot. I think it looks really good. I love the design, the colors together, the spruce wood with the polished basalt. I think it goes really well with the pillars and the stone bricks, the deep slate stone bricks, and everything else. So that's kind of a just a quick update, I guess. I don't know if that's the word I want to use, but yeah, I think it's fine. Also, just to give you some more kind of what I've been doing, I've actually been kind of chopping this section of land out here because I want to do something out here as well. I think maybe like a little courtyard or a fountain or something. You can kind of just walk out here. Maybe this will be like a, I don't even know what you call it, like a covered area. Like you could walk out, like it's still outside, but obviously you don't have to worry about the rain. Anyway, you could essentially like come out here and then maybe swing off to the right and go on to a different part of the castle. Or you could just keep going forward and go down into like some grass or a courtyard or something, and maybe down to the alley pit cave over there. I haven't quite finished the design that I want for this here, but I'm excited for it nonetheless. So yeah, I think the steps from here is just kind of go get some glass for the top, and then I also need to figure out an entrance here. Well, I've got a design. I've got a design already. I just need to start building it in, I guess. It's going to be like kind of a hallway that runs this direction, and then you're gonna walk in, and there's just going to be some stairs that descend down, and then you're going to be able to turn right and walk straight into the end of this tower, but it's obviously going to be down there underneath in the basement. So that's kind of the plan for now. I will check up in just a second once I've got some glass, and we'll start throwing that stuff in. And take a look at this. Got the glass in at the top of this dome. I think it's, well, maybe we'll look at it from down here. um, yeah, I think it looks super good. I am liking the way that this is coming together. I also threw in the banners on the side. I had to go craft up a bunch more. Shaved a bunch of sheep, and you know how it is. I think it works really, really well. I think I like the banners. I like the purple and the gold. And then you come up here and it's like a yellow dome. And I even like to see the wooden frames on the inside. I think it adds a lot more structure to the build. I also added some stairs in here just to kind of smoothen out these arches on the inside and the outside as well. It's coming together quite well, but there still is one more finishing touch, which will hang. Okay, good. I got it on my scaffolding. This finishing touch will hang from this frame in here. Okay, right up there you can see the wooden logs. I like the oak. I thought it went really well. I thought it kind of it's different than the darker tone, but I thought it went really well. And it's gonna be a chandelier, of course. I mean, this is like the perfect room for a chandelier. It's like a huge, massive tower and then a chandelier. I like rooms like that a lot. So I think I'm probably going to have many chandeliers in this sort of kingdom, castle, whatever. But I guess before I jump too far into that, let me introduce you to some guys. This guy right here, he's one of them. Actually, I'll leave you right there. The iron golems keep pushing them around. And these three right over here, these will be the King's Royal Guard, Midas's Royal Guard. See, get it? Because these are tuxedo cats, because we got that class, we classy, we dress up here, we look good. So those tuxedo cats, I wish they were wearing sunglasses, but that's okay. I don't wear sunglasses either. Maybe in another world. See, the iron golems keep pushing around. Stop that. No, stop. Get out of here. Like I feel like they're trying to. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So this is the King's Royal Guard, at least the start of it. So we've got 4 so far. And that's kind of the beginnings of the Royal Guard. This guy right here, his name is General Poshington. I know. You can hold your applause to the end. It's that good. And this guy right here, this is Admiral Meow. That's a reference to Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you get it, you get it. I was pretty proud of that one. So yeah, I haven't worked on the names for the other ones, but General Poshington and Admiral Meow. So there you go. But anyway, there's our guard. So yes, I had collected some of the materials. Actually, I don't know if I have any white glass. Dang it. I had collected a bunch of glass. Yeah, this will be more than plenty. I just need to color it white, and then we'll just start hanging it down from the very center. Yeah, I'll cut to that point. Okay, I think I got most of the materials that I needed, hopefully. So let's go ahead and work our way up here. That should be about good right there. I went and got some bamboo because I really wanted to try out scaffolding. It's not something I've worked with a ton in the past, so I wanted to give it a shot. And so far I like it. So far I like how easy it is to just kind of break it and get rid of it. So yeah, might stick around. I do enjoy how easy it is to maneuver in and out and up and down and whatever else you need. So I do definitely appreciate that. Okay, so let's take a look here. I like throwing in these kind of just what is it even called? The wall kind of adds like a post. It just looks more supportive, I guess, than just starting straight from a chain. I just think it looks a little better like that. But then I do like to use the chains switching from there. But we'll try like that. And then from there, I like to use these fences to kind of give a similar effect to what I did at the top, just to do it at the bottom. It looks like it might be getting late as well. So hopefully this will light up enough of the... Oh, I'm out of fence posts anyway. Well, I guess I'll go to bed and I'll grab a fence post. Drum roll, please. Ta-da! Okay. I like it. It seems a little bit bigger, like there's not a whole lot of space between the walls here on this side. But I think I'm okay with that. I think it hangs a good distance down. You maybe could even go one more block down, because sometimes if you're just like walking, you're not even going to see it, but that's okay. I think it's right about where it needs to be. Yeah, I think that looks good. I think that looks good a lot. I think that looks good a lot. I don't know if that made sense. I'm sure you understood. I hope you understood. But I don't know if that was grammatically correct or not. But yeah, it's kind of fun. Let's go take a look at it from the top. That definitely does from the top. I think it completes the look. I think that looks great. You got the supports up here, the wooden logs, and then the chandelier hangs down from that. I love it. This is something I will probably be using a lot because I really love the look of this with like grand halls and things like that. The supports across, chandeliers hanging from it. I think it just looks great. I think it looks super, super good. So I'm glad to, I think, say that this is just about done. At least this tower part of it. Obviously, we need the entrance, other than still just this trap door on the floor, which I think I mentioned before. But like, if I did, like I was saying before, if I didn't, then this is the first time. There's gonna be a hallway, like right here, that essentially just kind of follows this path, but then it's gonna start going down about here-ish, you know, just kind of descend in stairs, and we'll go down. There'll be a little room just right here, just right underneath of me here, just adjacent to where the tower is now, and then you can just step in. So there'll be the 4 doors essentially. There'll be, you walk in. So yeah, this door right here, this room right here is what I was clearing out. This is gonna where, oh excuse me, this is where it's gonna be. So you're gonna come down the stairs this way, into this room here, and then you step out. To your right, you got the villager trading hall. To the left, you got your storage room, and then you're gonna be able to go forward as well. This is the area that I was clearing out because I wanted to do a little courtyard or something out here. So there's gonna be a door here as well, and obviously I need to patch up this so random zombies can't just come knocking at my door. And Barry, I know, snuck out a little bit. He was that villager that was running around. I haven't seen him for a bit. I hope he's okay. Maybe I'll have to go look for him. He's not in bed. Well, I hope he turns up soon. So I think the next part is just to keep going, just to continue, and keep going on this hallway part here. I think it's finally time to get a better entrance to my base down there, the storage room. As much as I love flipping open this trapdoor and climbing down this ladder every single time I want to put stuff in my chest or gets out of my chest, I think it's probably time for a change. Time for a little bit of a change. So I'm going to go gather some resources, and we'll get started with that. When in doubt, dig a pit. That always seems to make life better, right? At least in this case. I don't know if that's like a universal rule. I didn't jump there. That's okay. But here is this pit. Here is the entrance in the making. I placed some blocks around just so I could kind of figure out what exactly I was doing. That's where the stairs come in and the room down there. But this is kind of the general outline and shape of this entrance. Yeah, the entrance is fine. So you'll walk in through doors like right here-ish, give or take, and then descend down, and then you can walk into this area right here, which, you know, I've kind of already explained. It's going to go that way. It's going to have something going out that way. Anyway, so this is kind of the palette. Yeah, so oak for the, kind of as the main floor with different, I believe this is dark oak, actually, not spruce. Yeah, I think it's, stripped dark oak logs. Because I was just fiddling around with different things, and I actually decided that I like the dark oak better than the stripped spruce, just because it had more of a gray design to it. So that's going to be kind of the idea there. And then we're going to have these spruce planks kind of going up the side, and then obviously the walls behind that, which will go in right here. I still haven't worked out all the kinks with like this part with the transition over, I guess, specifically with up here above. Yeah, I'm not totally sure what I want it to look like, some sort of archway. I'm not totally sure because it looks good right here. Like with these ones, kind of you get the gray line of the deep slate that goes across the whole thing. But right now I don't have that there or on this side. So I might throw in some sort of like arch that kind of just shoop like that. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about, just up there, some sort of arched thing. But I'm realizing there's also kind of another problem with this entrance, and maybe you can kind of see it from here, is yeah, if I start to build this up, that spruce or that dark oak log right there that's a marker for me. Oh, well, as I was saying, that dark oak log there is a marker for me that, like, where I need to build, because there's going to be walls and stuff in between the logs, which means this whole entire section of the shack, well, the whole shack really needs to be moved. I'm kind of sad about it. I don't know if I want to move the shack. I mean, I have to, so I kind of do want to, but I want to like memorialize it or something. You know, this is like legendary. This shack that I lived in for far too long. I really like the shack, but I was in there for much too long. There's like the door's all blocked up, but there you go. There you go. It's still even got my bed and my crafting table and my furnaces. There's still some coal in here. I'm thinking about moving this. Well, I'm going to have to move it. I've decided I'm going to move it, but I think I have a pretty good spot as well. You know what? I would say that is a pretty good spot for it. I think I like it there a lot. Tucked away here in the cave with all the alleys. I left the windows open, I guess just so they could come through a little bit more. I was trying to fiddle around with some sort of like fossilization. I don't know if that's a word, but to like make it like encompassed in a sort of mineral. I was gonna try to do a purple mineral with like glass, but I just couldn't get it to work, so I just decided to leave it open like this. And that way the allies can walk through it as well. But I think it actually looks really fun. I think it's a good way to memorialize the shack. It's even got my bed and a crafting table. I didn't want to place in all the chests and furnaces and things again, so I figured I'd just kind of leave it at that. Okay, so now that the shack is out of the way, we'll have the space in the room to finish work on the, hang on just a second, finish work on the little entrance here. So the next step from here would probably be to finish these dark oak pillars that are placed occasionally throughout the structure. I'll probably have some more going out as well. I'm not sure if I need one more section or not, but these placeholders here will build all these up so that we can get them all stripped and such. I do have to say, there are very few things in Minecraft more satisfying than just stripping a whole like line of logs. From here, we just got to throw in the steps, which will be oak stairs facing the right direction, with little spruce plank, like a frame on the outside. I don't know what you'd call that. I'm not like technically advanced enough to know any of that sort of thing. Man, it's crazy how fast a build feels like it can come together, even just from like throwing in the stairs here. Like it just looks so much more complete. But obviously it's not done quite yet. Next from here, we need to throw in the walls behind, which will be just like standard light, the stone bricks, not the deep slate stone bricks. And those will kind of just go in here behind the stairs. Many stone bricks later, though not all of the stone bricks, or like I'm not finished with all the stone bricks. I've got the walls for the bottom part put in. We still need to finish the top, which will be the next step, but the bottom is coming together quite nicely. I need to punch in the carpet there, and then yeah, we'll throw the top on. At the top and around the edges here, we're going to throw in some stairs to help it transition into the top, because the top won't be as wide as the bottom. Now that we've got the trim in, transferring from the bottom section to the top section, we got to start throwing in some walls. And I do want to use similar pattern to what I did down in the bottom, like the downstairs over by the loom room of doom and all that stuff. Like use these sorts of walls just because I think they look really good. Excuse me, they look really good just because it adds some depth to the build, just like how I was doing it down there. So there's that. Then we'll add glass in the holes to make windows. Then from here we just need to do the top. So I'm going to use stairs again to kind of add a little lip to it that'll run along the entire edge, I guess. Then on top of the log pillars, we'll have some more stairs. This will create kind of an archway-esque design. So there's the first archway, and then they're just going to repeat on each of the oak log pillars. Man, it looks really good to see builds actually starting to come together, especially since this is something that I've been needing to do for a very, very long time. I remember when it was just a hole in the floor with a ladder and a trapdoor over top of it. Yeah, I do. It was a pain. But now we're making some changes. Last couple steps that we got to do is just start to throw in the top, connect all these arches together, and then I also need to touch up the transition between the tower and then this little entrance part right here. And for the top, I want to stick with, how would I say it? Kind of a similar vibe to the, oh, that's not where I wanted to place that. The tower over there, just with like the glass ceiling. I think it looks really good. I like it. I don't think I'll throw in a chandelier, but I thought about it in that, like the end part there. So that's where I don't even know how to describe it. You'll look up and you'll see glass, like it'll be lots of windows, but you won't be able to see directly to the sky because there will be something like on the top. But essentially there will be lots and lots of natural light coming in through like this, and I just need to confirm. Oh, I don't have any half slabs. So I guess there's some more resources that I need to go get, and definitely trade for a lot more glass because I was practically out. But that's kind of the idea. Is it's going to be very similar to the tower with just lots of windows, lots of natural light, because that's the best kind of light, right? Hey, check out what the Wandering Trader's trading. Mangrove Propagule. Hang on, I got some emeralds. Oh, you're released from your llama. I don't see any lead either. Bummer. That's okay. Also get some emeralds, because then we can plant a mangrove tree. That would be super cool. I don't have any of those anywhere near me, so I would definitely not turn that down. It'd be a cool addition to. How many do you have? Sweet. 4. Go more than that? Sure. I'll maybe get one more. And 5. Does he have like a maximum stock? Okay, I don't want any more than 7. 7's fine. I don't need that many trees. I also realized that I was building up here wrong. These are supposed to be glass panes and not glass blocks. So nice, quick, easy little change, but still an important one. Da 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 da! Here it is. The entrance to the tower, and what will soon be the kingdom, though will not be the only entrance, luckily. Yeah, I think it looks great. I honestly do. I love the windows on the side. There's a layer of glass above that as well that you can maybe see. I'll show you what it looks like from the inside. I need to deal with this part. I'll put some stairs or something, and I just need to move the farm, so I'll do that later. But yeah, look at all the windows. I just love it. It looks awesome. You can just look up and just it's full of light, full of light. I do think it may need something down here in these bottom sections just because it looks very bland. Like there's just a lot of stone bricks. I'm not against having the stone brick. Like I think it looks good with the palette and everything like that, but it needs some sort of either I'll throw in some banners, maybe one here, or a painting or something in there. Oh, I totally forgot about the entrance as well. Hang on. Man, it even looks so good at night. All the stars out and yeah, it's so cool. So all that natural light gets to, well, not shine through, I guess, but affect the room. It is a little dark in this area, so I might have to kind of fix that up a little bit. But we got the entrance in, kind of the transition over to this part here. And as usual, like the rest of the build, I like it. I think it fits really well. I like the line of deep slate that goes across. It fits with the other 2 parts as well, and we'll most likely go with that part too. And then the little archway going over. I think it looks good. Honestly, it looks kind of like it has a Asian-esque feel, just from like the way that these walls add some depth, texture to the wall. I'm not totally sure. I don't know how to describe it, but it looks good. It looks good. And then just like that, it's all done. It's all done for today, for this episode. Lots of good stuff done. Took me a little longer than expected, but we got there. We got there in the end. We got the entrance in, tower, all that good jazz. It is pretty crazy to think about what this looked like before, that it was literally just a hill. It's nice to see sections of the castle start to build itself. I'm not totally sure where I want to go from here. I think part of me wants to kind of finish this section out and go down even maybe to the alleys pit. You can kind of see that section of land chunked out. But I'm not totally sure. That will come in the future. I do think for next episode, there's a project that I have been not necessarily postponing, but I haven't felt the need to do quite yet. And I think it's time. I think it's time to do it because there's a certain item that I want, and those are elytra. So, yep, we are going to go slay the Ender Dragon and raid some end cities. It will be a fantastic journey, a super eventful, super exciting. I think we've got more than enough gear for it. I'm debating about using a crossbow. I'm not sure how the crossbow compares to the bow as far as like just straight power. I do like that you can draw it quicker and then it fires 3 arrows. That's a neat little touch. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll have to do some research on that. But I think next time we're gonna do it. We're gonna go take on the Ender Dragon. It's gonna be awesome. Because, man, I cannot tell you how many times I took fall damage from just, like, falling down the tower or down here. Or, oh, man, I would mine blocks and they'd get caught on the ledge and I'd try to jump to the other side. But then just, hopefully the wings will fix that problem. But we'll have to get them first, which is going to be super fun. And I'm super excited about it. So stay tuned for that. And subscribe if you're not already. You'll get notified about next week's upload. I try to upload on the weekends. Obviously, sometimes it works out a little better than others. But yeah, stay tuned for more to come. I'm thinking about a new series as well. So keep your eye out for that. But thank you so much, Sabers and everybody else, for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And with that, see you next week.